Good day, everyone. Good day. Ms. White, you've opened your case because your last and only way to save your marriage and family is to prove to your husband that he fathered your 3-year-old daughter, Savannah.
Yes, Your Honor.
You admit you've cheated in the past, but hope once the results are revealed, your husband will trust you again. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. White, you claim to have physical proof your wife broke her vows, and as much as you love Savannah, you do not believe you're her biological father and are prepared to divorce your wife when the test proves your case. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so really, Mr. White, a divorce?
Yes, ma'am.
Explain.
Mr. White said he could no longer stay in a relationship built on constant betrayal, especially with the painful uncertainty of raising a child who might not be his. Despite 3 years of doubt, he confessed to loving little Savannah to death, recalling heartbreaking moments when she would wake up asking for her daddy. He explained to the court that his suspicions began when neighbors spotted her ex-boyfriend at his house while he was at work, and a situation that escalated when the ex actually showed up during a heated argument.
Explain to the court how
Claiming the infidelity began just 1 week after their wedding and continued for years. He declared all trust was gone.
Because when it first all come about...
A week after you got married?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. White, have you been cheating?
Yes, but I have like abandonment issues because I was adopted. So like if he's not showing me the love and affection that I need, and I mean I'm not trying to like make excuses for myself because I admit what I've done is wrong, but I just want him to like show me love and affection and be there for me and like hold my hand in public and just be there. And he's not doing.
But wait a minute, but because you admittedly have been cheating, you've had to open this case to prove paternity of Savannah in hopes of saving your marriage.
Yes, our anniversary is in 2 days. And
Ms. White said their wedding anniversary was just 2 days away, emphasizing her desire to make things right, rebuild their marriage, and prove that Savannah is indeed his child.
yes, Your Honor.
When Judge Lauren Lake asked if she was certain of her husband's paternity, Ms. White firmly stated she was. Reflecting on how quickly their relationship moved, she explained that she moved in with him after just 1 month together, became pregnant 8 months later, and got married when she was only 19 years old.
And so you got married young.
Yes.
And did you start cheating?
Yes.
Mr. White, when did you find this out?
I was hurt.
Mr. White said he felt pissed off, but at the same time, it was a relief to know for a fact that the betrayal was actually happening rather than just an assumption. More than anything, he said he was deeply hurt because he had already grown so attached to the baby. He recalled being there for the entire 9 months, watching her birth and cutting the umbilical cord, emphasizing that he has always been present for all his children. To provide a better life than the one he had growing up around his parents' conflicts, he explained that he works 7 days a week, handling his main job on weekdays and taking extra work on weekends. Ultimately, he stated that his children shouldn't be exposed to parents' constant arguing, noting that they either need a faithful, unified family or separate parents who can maintain a civil relationship for the kids.
Do you have any other reason to believe that your wife cheated other times?
I have text messages proof right here of the most recent is Valentine's Day. She went to another man's house while I'm sitting at the house with the kids.
Well, that's because you didn't even get me anything, and you were just yelling at me. You were treating me like crap and was going to go to a friend's house, so.
Because you were saying you were going to a park at 9 o'clock at night,
Well,
and you said you
7
wanted
o'clock.
to
Let me see this
me.
evidence.
Ms. White wrote to her ex-boyfriend saying her body was naked and wishing he was in bed with her. The ex-boyfriend replied, laughing out loud, "You are crazy, about to call you in a minute," to which Ms. White responded, laughing my ass out.
Could you do that for me?
The judge read a text where the man said he was lying there horny, to which Ms. White replied, "I know, me too," accidentally missing the second O in "too." The man then texted back asking if she was getting her license that week so they could meet up over the weekend.
There's one more text.
Exposing even more evidence, Judge Lauren Lake read text messages where Ms. White asked her ex-boyfriend to bring her cigarettes and give her a Valentine's Day treat, claiming her husband wasn't going to do anything for her. The ex-boyfriend responded, laughing out loud, "You are a nut. I'll give you a call when I get a chance," here in a little bit.
Benny, how many children do you have?
We have 3 and 1 on the way.
Addressing their family situation, Judge Lauren Lake noted that with 3 children and 1 on the way, their kids were the primary reason he had chosen to stay. Mr. White agreed, explaining that he loved his children deeply and believed they needed both a mother and a father in their lives. However, when the judge asked if text messages were the only evidence he had, Mr. White revealed that he also had pictures of her sexting other people.
Pictures? I'm afraid to look, Jerome. This says Happy Valentine's Day.
On Valentine's Day, Mr. White discovered a Happy Valentine's Day text message on his partner's phone. He subsequently confiscated the device and preserved its contents, including photos, call logs, and text messages at his house. Among the evidence submitted to the court was a photograph depicting an explicit male body part. The judge confirmed with Mr. White that the photo was not of him. Mr. White testified that the photo belonged to the man his partner visited on Valentine's Day.
Tell me what happened behind that story, Ms. White.
We didn't even do anything.
Ms. White said they didn't even do anything on Valentine's Day, insisting that they just sat there and talked, and that talking was all they did on Valentine's Day, despite the suspicious text messages. Pressing Ms. White on her unbelievable claims, Judge Lauren Lake pointed out the total absurdity of her excuses. The judge noted that a man sent her an explicit censored photo, yet she claimed she only went over to talk, joking to her bailiff, Jerome, that people must take her for a complete fool to believe that. Judge Lake added that Ms. White even sent back a censored photo of her own body parts, while still insisting they were just talking, bluntly calling her out and declaring that everyone in the courtroom knew she was lying.
What is going on? You're saying you're not getting what you need in the marriage. So why not just leave the marriage? Why keep doing this if you are going to engage in this type of activity?
Ms. White told the court that she was there to get the paternity results for Savannah and the children so they could finally move on with their lives, stop the cheating, and focus entirely on taking care of their kids.
No more cheating, no more nothing.
When Judge Lauren Lake asked if she wanted to save her marriage, Ms. White admitted that she did, confessing that she made mistakes and should have done it a long time ago, but was desperate to fix things now. Noticing tears in Mr. White's eyes, the judge asked him what he was feeling in that moment. Overcome with emotion, Mr. White opened up about Savannah's health struggles, explaining that she aspirates when drinking, requiring her liquids to be thickened so they don't go into her lungs and cause pneumonia. He shared how he had been there through every medical difficulty she had faced, emphasizing how deeply he loves her and how he wouldn't know what to do without his kids. He then revealed the reality of trying to walk away, explaining that whenever he tried to physically leave the relationship, Ms. White would block him, even standing in front of his car and threatening to call the police with false claims that he hit her just to keep him from leaving.
Ms. White, you're doing way too much manipulating.
Well, I'm just trying to fix everything. Trying to work on it.
When is the last time you cheated?
It's been months.
How many months?
Since February.
So the last time you cheated was in February, and you're pregnant now?
Yes.
Is there any chance at all that this child you're carrying is not your husband's?
No, it's 100% his.
Do you believe that, Mr. White?
No, because she just caught herself up in a lie, because she just told us that she didn't sleep with him, but she just admitted to cheating in February.
I think it's time we go to the results. In the case of White versus White, when it comes to 3-year-old Savannah White, it has been determined by this court, Mr. White, you are her father. How do you feel?
I feel happy.
How do you feel, Ms. White?
Relieved, because he's a great dad and I want him to be all of my children's father.
All right. So we've gotten one answer, but this court also has the other answers you've requested for the other children. I will meet you in my chambers where I will deliver those results.